There is a place inside you that no noise can reach, a quiet place. Unshaken by storms, untouched by opinions, immune to the winds of the world. That place is truth. And truth is not an idea. It is not a slogan. It is not something you borrow for moments of convenience. Truth is the foundation of your strength, of your power, of your peace. You will not find it in crowds. You will not hear it in the noise of shallow motivation. You will not touch it while you live to impress. Truth reveals itself in stillness, and only to the one who dares to be honest, brutally honest, with himself. That is the beginning of inner strength, because real strength does not roar, it does not flash, it does not perform. Real strength stands when everyone else folds. It speaks when silence is comfortable. It stays when walking away is easier. It endures while others look for exits. Strength is not in the hand. It is not in the voice. It is not in muscles or in metals. It is in the character. And character is built one truth at a time. You want power, start with truth, because the man who lives in truth cannot be broken. He may bend, he may bleed, but he will never be hollow. He does not need the world's validation. He has the clarity of conscience, and that is the ultimate authority. Edison didn't light the world with talent alone. He did it with unwavering belief, forged in the fire of failure. Lincoln didn't free a nation by chasing applause. He walked with moral conviction while the world tore itself apart. These men didn't just change the world, they first conquered themselves, and self-conquest begins with truth. Do you know why you're tired, why you're distracted, why you're pulled in 1,000 directions? Because you're not rooted. You've built your life on sand, on likes, on followers, on praise. And praise is poison when it becomes your compass. You must return to truth, not just speaking it, living it. Living it when it's inconvenient, when it costs you, when it separates you from the crowd. That is the price of strength. And the weak, they never pay it. They chase comfort. They avoid discomfort. They wear masks and chase mirrors. But you, if you're listening now, you're being called to something higher. You are not here to survive. You are not here to drift. You are here to rise. And to rise, you must go inward. Strip away the noise. Strip away the lies you tell yourself. The lies that say, I'm not ready, I'll do it later. Maybe I'm not enough. Enough for who? The truth doesn't care how many times you failed. It does not measure you by trophies or titles. It asks only one thing. Because the moment you get real, you unlock a kind of strength this world fears. The strength to say no. The strength to walk alone. The strength to delay gratification. The strength to endure the hard road. That's what the legends did. Ford didn't build the car to impress the world. He built it because he had a vision the world couldn't see. Disney didn't draw to be famous. He imagined what didn't yet exist, and had the courage to believe it should. And Carnegie, he built steel empires not just with strategy, but with clarity of mind and discipline of soul. They were men of truth, men of depth. Men who didn't flinch when the world doubted them, because they had already conquered the louder voice, their own doubt. And now, it is your turn. You are not weak, you are just disconnected. You've forgotten who you are, not the name, not the resume, the soul. The soul that came here for something greater than comfort. You came to lead, to rise, to overcome. But how can you lead others when you're afraid to lead yourself? Leadership begins in the mirror. Look into your own eyes. Ask yourself, am I living truthfully? Am I pursuing what matters, or what pleases? Because one builds legacy, the other builds regret. One builds character, the other, a cage. You will never be free until you stop lying to yourself. Lying about your habits, your time, your discipline, your excuses. Excuses are the language of weakness. And you were not born to speak them. You were born to act, to move, to rise. And action, real, disciplined, daily action, is the echo of inner truth. You see, truth isn't static. It doesn't just sit, it moves through you. When you align with it, you move like a river, forward, strong, unstoppable. But alignment requires sacrifice, sacrificing comfort, sacrificing ego. Sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term greatness. That is the price of real strength, and most won't pay it. They will scroll, they will numb, they will distract, but not you. Because something in you is tired of sleeping. You are ready to awaken, to tear off the false layers. To kill the lesser self, the one that settles, complains, hides, and to resurrect the higher self, the one who dares to believe, dares to speak truth, dares to become what others only dream, that kind of becoming. It takes work, daily, relentless, honest. You must discipline your mind until it obeys you. You must command your emotions, not be ruled by them. You must embrace discomfort like a warrior trains with pain, not to suffer, but to grow. This is not the easy path, but it is the path of destiny. And the deeper you go, the more you will feel your soul strengthen, not because life got easier, but because you got clearer. Clarity is power, purpose is a weapon, and gratitude, that is your shield. Because when you can say thank you in the fire, you become untouchable. No loss can break you, no storm can shake you. No failure can define you, you become the storm. And storms don't apologize. They move, they cleanse, they change landscapes. That is the power of a life rooted in truth. You don't just inspire, you transform. You don't just lead, you become the standard. You don't just live, you live with such intensity, such authenticity, that your existence becomes a message. A message written not with words, but with action, discipline, honor, the kind of life that echoes through time. And when your time is done, you will not fear the end, because you live true. You spoke when it was hard, you stood when it cost you. You dared when others doubted, and in that truth, you found power. Not borrowed power, not loud power, but quiet, unwavering, uncheckable power, the kind of power that doesn't fade. The kind of power that was always in you, waiting for you to unlock it. Unlock your inner strength, live in truth, and become who you were born to be.